I found the best dunk packages to drive and dunk every single time in NBA 2K23. With these dunk packages, you're going to be able to get contact dunks consistently with and without a dunk meter, and you're going to be able to take off from just about anywhere and get dunks even without contact. If you follow closely to this video, you will become nearly unstoppable on NBA 2K23. And with that being said, if you guys have not already, be sure to drop a like and subscribe for more content just like this. We're grinding all season 2. And without further ado, let's jump into it. The first thing you guys are going to want to do is you're going to want to head over to your controller settings, and you're going to want to make sure to change your pro stick orientation to absolute. Now, for most people, this is already going to be set to absolute by default, but the reason why this is so important is right here. As you can see on the drive, the defender is to my right. So what this means is I'm going to want to go up with a left-handed dunk. And to do this, you're just going to want to hold your right stick up and to the left for a left-handed dunk, or up and to the right for a right-handed dunk. Now, in this instance, the defender is to my right. I want to get a dunk animation, and I don't want to get blocked. So I'm going to hold my right stick up and to the left, and this is going to give you a dunk animation nearly every single time, because you are literally telling the game, I want a left-handed dunk. And as you can see right there, we throw it down with the left hand, and we're keeping it away from the defender so he cannot get a block on the dunk. As you can see, we are consistently doing this. Every time I drive to the rim, I am telling my player whether I want him to go up with his right hand or his left hand. I am never using square to get dunks. And that is the most important thing I can tell you guys, is never use the button to get dunks. Always use your right stick. Hold it up and to the left or up and to the right based on where the defenders are, and you're going to get a lot more dunk animations. Now, for the next tip, you guys are going to want to make sure that you have Limitless Takeoff on as high as possible. I highly recommend having a 96 plus driving dunk, so that way you have Hall of Fame Limitless Takeoff. Now, if you haven't seen my video on Hall of Fame Limitless Takeoff already, I highly suggest you go check it out. In my opinion, this is quite literally the most overpowered badge in the game, simply because of this right here, this Michael Jordan dunk package. Now, this is the first animation we're going to cover from the Limitless Takeoff dunk, so you guys want to make sure you have equipped. And as you guys can see, you take a step inside the three-point line, and then you just hold your right stick up and to the left or up and to the right based on where the defenders are, and you are going to take off. Now, if you want a more in-depth breakdown on all these Limitless Takeoff dunks, go check out my Limitless Takeoff video. But as you guys can see, it doesn't matter. As long as there's nobody directly cutting off our path, we are going up from the free throw line and dunking on everybody. Now, these are the rest of the Limitless Takeoff dunk animations you're going to want to have equipped. Front clutches, Clyde Drexler, LeBron James, and then you're also going to want to make sure you have on Scottie Pippen. All of these are going to ensure that you are getting Limitless Takeoff dunks consistently, and that is going to help you trigger Limitless Takeoff nearly every single time, as long as you have a path between you and the basket. As you guys can see, Limitless Takeoff even pops up on contact dunks, and this is why I highly recommend having the highest dunk rating possible, so that way you can get these dunks consistently, and so that way you can take off just like that. You'll notice that with this Michael Jordan dunk, I won't even have much momentum at all, and I'll still be able to take off from the free throw line and just dunk on any defender that's in my path, because as long as they're not between you and the basket and directly in your path, you will get this Michael Jordan dunk or any of these other Limitless Takeoff dunks, and it's going to make it so that way you can get dunks consistently nearly every single time. As you guys can see, another Jordan animation right there, and what you'll notice is a lot of the time these defenders are out of position or they're in the charge circle, and that's why I'm able to activate these dunks without any contact being forced. I'm literally just getting one step on my defender and I'm taking off, and this is what I'm doing to get my driving dunks every single time, no matter how many defenders are around me. Now, jumping into our next tip, you guys are going to want to make sure you have no 2-foot dunk animations equipped at all. The only 2-foot moving dunk animations you want equipped are your contact dunks, and that is it. The reason why is the rest of those packages are just going to get you blocked. They're very slow. You do not want any 2-foot moving dunks equipped. Then for your 1 foot moving dunks, you want to make sure, of course, you have your contact dunks equipped. This is why I highly recommend going with the highest driving dunk possible for your build. And then the only 2 other 1 foot moving dunk animations you want equipped are quick drops off 1 and of course front clutches under double clutch. Now, moving into our next tip, the most important badge, in my opinion, besides Limitless Takeoff, is going to be Posterizer. Now, as you can see, I already have a cord on gold, and the reason why Posterizer on gold is so important is because it's going to allow you to get these contact dunks with no meter. As you guys can see, I get so many contact dunks without ever having to even time it with the meter, so I have no chance of missing it. Now, of course, if I have a defender between me and the basket and he is, you know, well above the charge circle, I will do a meter dunk. But as you guys can see, a lot of the time, as long as I have a step on my defender or he is parallel to me, I am just going up with a right-handed or left-handed dunk, depending on where the defender is, and I'm getting a contact dunk without having to time it. Now, as you guys can see, when I do use the meter, it is because the defender has good defensive position and I know it's going to be a contact layup. So when he has good defensive position, I will force him into a contact dunk animation, as you can see right there. And this is extremely important, so let's run that back. As you guys can see on the drive right here, this defender clearly has extremely good defensive position. If I were to try to go up with a right-handed or left-handed dunk right here, it would be a contact layup and I would most likely miss. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flick up on the right stick and then down extremely fast, and that is going to now force this defender into a contact dunk animation. That is the only time you ever want to use the meter, is when the defender between you and the basket is in very good defensive position. And the more you guys watch these clips, the more you'll understand exactly what I'm looking for every single time I go up for a dunk. If there's nobody directly within my path between me and the basket, then I'm simply just going to hold my right stick up into the left or up into the right, depending on where the defenders are, and I'm going to get a free dunk every single time without having to do any timing whatsoever. If there is a defender in good defensive position, that's when I'm going to go for a meter dunk, and I'm going to force that defender into a contact dunk animation, and I'm going to dunk on his head. So I hope that you guys are understanding exactly what I'm looking for now. Yes, it will take some time to master dunking in this game, but as you can see from watching me, it is highly worth it to master dunking, because you will become nearly unstoppable like me. No one is doing it out there with their 6'9" like I am, and that is why I'm going to be dropping this build within the next couple days. I built this 6'9" from the ground up based on what works in this year's 2K. I did not base it on what should work. I based it on what does work, and that is why this 6'9" is so OP. As you guys could see, I'm taking threes when the defenders sag off, then they play me tight, and I get free dunks. I know exactly what I need to do to score every single time with this build in this game. I know exactly how to dominate pretty much anyone who's matched up with me, comp or not, and that is why you guys are going to want to make sure you check out that build video when I post it. So if you haven't already, be sure to go watch my video strictly on Limitless Takeoff, subscribe, turn on noties, and make sure to like the video so that way you do not miss anything that's coming, because we got a lot of fire content coming up for season 2, and you're not going to want to miss it. And with that being said, guys, this has been your boy Breeze. I'm signing out. Peace.